Hey, what is up, squad? Today we are back with some more, a little bit of a different reaction. We'll be checking out every anime protagonist explained in 12 minutes. So, curious to see, the different type of anime protagonists out there. Like, I've watched a lot of anime, and yeah, definitely there are, some classic tropes that is very common across all these MCs. So, curious to see what all the different types are. If you guys want early and uncut reactions, make sure to check out the Patreon, and let's get right to it.
The self-insert MC is pretty much the bread and butter of every isekai and slice of life anime. Every single
true.
season in the anime industry, we have a new self-insert MC
Kirito
as a
2.0.
protagonist. Anyways, a self-insert main character is bland and generic by design, allowing the viewer to project themselves onto the protagonist.
I've
Some
watched all
famous
those
examples of self-insert MCs that I know of are Toya Mochizuki from In Another
True.
World with
World in a Smartphone. I'll be honest, I read this manga. I've read the light novel. Definitely a self-insert personality. I'm not gonna lie. He gets involved in everything, man.
my smartphone. Ichika Orimura from Infinite Stray
Infinite
Dogs,
Stray
and
Dogs?
let's not
Dude, that is such an old classic one, man. Legit.
forget the one and only Kirito.
But this is not a reincarnated one, right? Infinite Stray Dogs. That one is like, actually set up in the fantasy world, so yeah.
From Sword Art Online. He's often the one credited for the rise of self-insert MCs in
That is
anime.
true.
Moving on, self-insert MCs are usually male. They have average looks, usually having dark hair. They are very skilled at fighting enemies. And lastly, they appear very attractive to all female characters in their verse for some reason. Personally, I think this trope is kind of boring, as there's no room for personality or character.
Hey, you can't put Nesakoi. Come on, Nesakoi is pretty freaking good, man. Hey.
Development. Stupid main characters. Who
All
needs
right.
brains when you've got muscle? Stupid MCs are usually found
All
within
right.
shown in anime. They usually make
Goku,
up for
Luffy,
the lack
Asta.
of intelligence with their enthusiasm, determination,
Naruto.
and overwhelming power. Some famous examples of stupid main characters are Naruto Uzumaki from Naruto, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and let's not forget the GOAT, Son Goku from Dragon Ball. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, by the way.
Rest in
Some
peace.
key features of a stupid MC
Hey, leave my boy Luffy alone. Yeah, he's not the brightest, but he got the battle IQ,
are they frequently fail at basic tasks, they're prone to shouting their beliefs, and they often eat 10 times their body weight. Unlike a self-insert MC, stupid MCs have depth, which adds to their character. Take Luffy for example. He is a stupid MC done right. His idiocy serves a purpose. As his fights have no clear strategy,
Damn,
he
the
often
animation's
comes up
clean.
with unique ways to fight, catching all of his opponents off guard with weird and unexpected strategies. The manipulative MC is a character who plays 4D
Bro. Classroom of the Elite, dope.
chess while
I haven't been
everyone
watching the
else is
latest
playing
seasons
checkers.
lately. I
They're
haven't watched
often
season 3
highly
yet.
intelligent. Every conversation is a chess match for them, and anybody can be used as a pawn in their eyes. Some popular examples
Code Geass is something I do plan to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
of a protagonist manipulator are Yuichi Katagiri from Tomodachi Game, Lelouch
Tomodachi,
V.
I haven't seen
Britannia
that.
from Code Geass, finally Kiyotaka Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite, which everyone should pretty much know by now. The trope of having a manipulative MC allows for intricate plot points and satisfying, all according to planned moments. These characters often find themselves in situations where the cards are stacked up against them, but they still somehow end up winning, leaving you wondering how the hell did they even do all of that. Ayano Koji is a good example of a manipulator. On the outside, he looks like a regular student, but he's actually
Bro, I love Classroom of the Elite. It is such a good one. I need to actually finish watching this.
much more than that. His stats looks like this. He is always several steps ahead of his opponents, always having plans for multiple situations. He single-handedly brought Class D, the worst class, which it had been for years, in front of Class C in a matter of months. He was the one orchestrating every single win that Class D had, and nobody knew that he was responsible for it. When Ryuen confronted Ayano Koji, he believed he was just a weakling, but when it was finally time to throw hands, him and his goons got destroyed. Before we continue this video, I just want to say we're really close to 100 subscribers. It would actually mean the world for me if you guys could subscribe to my channel, so please. The pacifist MC represents a character who rejects violence and seeks peaceful solutions, often.
So Vinland Saga, I never actually, I think I watched up to, well, it's not watched. I actually never watched it. It's more like I read. I read up to, whenever he got older and then he returned back to his homeland. But that was back when it first came out, the chapter. Now, yeah, I haven't read since then, I'll be honest. So I definitely do aim to check out the anime for this.
in contrast to their violent past or surroundings. Some examples of this are Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, Vash the Stampede from Trigun, and finally Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I haven't watched
Pacifist
Avatar, guys.
MCs are characterized by their strong moral convictions against violence. From I'll kill you all to I will run, Thorfinn is the representation of pacifism. After years as a violent warrior, Thorfinn swears non-violence no matter what. Rather than resolving conflicts with violence, Thorfinn believes it is better to seek peaceful solutions through dialogue and compromise. Thorfinn's pacifism stems from the realization that violence only creates more violence in a never-ending cycle. He understands that to truly atone for his violent past, he must create more than he destroyed, with his ultimate goal being to create a world free from war and violence. As his late father once told him, a true warrior doesn't need a sword. The realistic MC stands out by being refreshingly human. This trope presents protagonists who struggle,
ReZero, man. Oh my god.
make mistakes, and grow
I have
in
not
ways
watched
that
the new
mirror
season.
real-life experiences. Some examples of this are Shinji from Evangelion, Okabe from
Haven't seen
Steins
that.
Gate, Denji from
Haven't seen
Chainsaw
that.
Man, and lastly Subaru from ReZero. All realistic characters have the same key features that make them feel human, having a flawed personality, imperfect decision-making, and finally, realistic emotional responses to trauma. Seeing a realistic MC grow as a character gives you a feeling of accomplishment, as you see them struggle through difficult situations with believable responses. Natsuki Subaru from ReZero embodies the realistic MC trope perfectly. When
he embodies like the realistic isekai trope. Like, instead of gaining powers when you get isekai'd, he's just a normal person, you know what I mean? Like, it has that realistic factor, you know?
Found himself first trapped in a fantasy world. He did not get some cheat power or a goddess by his side. He was alone, and he struggled, with the only ability he had being returned by death. In ReZero, Subaru faces consequences for his actions and words. Subaru suffered through his many deaths, and he became broken and depressed at some points of the story. But despite that, Subaru manages to grow as a person. He learns not to rely on his ability, but to rely on himself and the connections he makes with other people. The realistic MC trope is my favorite trope on this list, as it allows for the best storytelling in anime. The relatable MC stands out from the rest of the protagonists by mirroring.
I finished Bocce. It's being released on the channel currently. Bro, dope freaking anime. Loved it. It's a great 12-episode short anime, and it's just amazing. I love the MC, like straight up. Like, she's just perfect. It's so relatable. I love the reactions she does. It's so
the struggles of everyday life. This presents protagonists who face familiar obstacles, insecurities, and struggles, same as real people. In a way, it's kind of similar to realistic MCs, as both represent good character development. Some examples of relatable MCs that I found are Hitori Goto from Bocchi the Rock and Tomozaki from bottom tier character Tomozaki-kun. These characters share realistic personal.
Isn't that one where that girl gives him advice on how to level up his, you know, pretty much tell her to treat real life as a game, right?
And struggles and relatable fears and aspirations. Bocchi suffers from social anxiety, which prevents her from pursuing her dream.
Guys, just remember, I am a manga reader most of the time. I have watched, you know, quite a lot of anime, but at the end of the day, I think I've read way more. Like, probably 10 times the anime I've watched. Like, straight up. I've always been more of a manga reader.
As a musician and a band member. Social anxiety and the passion for music are common things someone might have in reality. Bocchi eventually manages to overcome those fears, however. By gradually building up confidence, she is able to build close friendships and finally chase her dreams. Every setback that she faced, every small victory that she had, all of it felt authentic. Her moving out of her comfort zone to chase her dreams is something that we all must do in life to achieve success and fulfillment. The Protector is an MC beloved and shown in anime, embodying selflessness and safeguarding others. Some examples of this are Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, and Gon Freaks from Hunter x Hunter.
Bro, Bleach is so fucking good right now. 1000 Year Blood War, releasing that on the current channel. Bro, I'm editing it, and dude, it is so freaking good, the animation, man. Love every bit of it right now.
These characters have a strong sense of justice, empathy, and the willingness to sacrifice themselves for others. Even though I haven't watched too much of Bleach, Ichigo Kurosaki shows the role of protector perfectly. His main motivation is to protect his family and friends. I'm pretty sure throughout the entire series, all of Ichigo's
Final
main fights are
Zangetsu,
about
Final
him
gets
protecting
good
someone
potential.
or trying to save someone. He pushes himself again and again to get stronger in order to protect protect those he cares about.
Hopefully we get a
Martyr
Bleach
MC is
remake.
similar to the Protector, but it's kind of different. They take self-sacrifice to the
Hey,
extreme,
Fate Zero?
often willing to embrace death or suffering for a greater cause. Some examples that fill this role are Lelouch from Code Geass, Madoka from Madoka Magica, and finally Kiritsugu from Fate Zero.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire Fate Zero anime, Kiritsugu faces the moral dilemma,
I'm not gonna lie, the Fate series, I'll be honest, it was, I got lost, man. I think, so I've seen Fate Zero, I've seen OG Fate Stay Night, and then whatever the 2014 one, whatever, and then the Unlimited Blade Works. I have seen, I think that's all I've seen. What else have I seen? I know I've watched one of the movies. I don't remember if it was Heaven's Feel Part 1. That's what I watched. And then I think I saw like maybe 1 or 2 eps of a Procalia. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. I do know recently, what was it? Fate Stay Strange Fake? Or Fate, I don't know. Fate came out. Definitely know there's like Babylon and stuff like that I need to check out. I definitely want to get back into the Fate series, not gonna lie.
trolley problem. I'm sure you've heard of it before. This problem involves choosing between killing a few or killing many. Throughout the entire series, we see Kiritsugu commit atrocities in pursuit of the Holy Grail so he can get his wish. Really? But when he finally made it to the end, it was impossible. He really sacrificed everything for an idea. He's a man who martyrs his own soul in pursuit of an impossible ideal. An anti-hero main character is a person who lacks conventional heroic qualities, often employing morally questionable methods to achieve their goal. Some examples of this are Lelouch v Britannia, Light Yagami, and Eren Yeager. Anti-hero MCs are characterized by their complex morality, often using questionable means to achieve noble ends. They typically possess...
Bro, I love anti-hero though. They like create such, you know, complex, bit of two-faced characters that are just... It's just interesting development.
Strong sense of justice, but their methods may be ruthless or manipulative. These characters often have traumatic backstories, driving their actions and justifying their ends.
Not like Yagami
though.
though.
Clash with both enemies and allies, creating immense tension throughout the story. Lelouch embodies the anti-hero archetype through his quest for revenge and world reformation. He uses his first
I'll skip that. I do want to watch Kogia, so I don't really want to be spoiled on that a bit.
are important to him, and he'll do anything to protect them, even if it means becoming the greatest villain.
A Chunibyo main character is a protagonist who indulges in grandiose delusions, often acting out elaborate
Sid, bro, Eminence and Shadow, bro. When's the next season coming out?
Scenarios based on their imagined importance or abilities. Some examples include Sid Kagano, Yuta Togashi, or Jirai Ando. Chunibyo MCs are characterized by their vivid imaginations and tendency to create elaborate fantasies about themselves. Sid is the perfect example of Chunibyo archetype. He takes it to the next level in terms of Chuni. Sid doesn't just fantasize about himself, he lives in his fantasy. He creates an elaborate backstory and secret organization, acting out his role as a hidden mastermind even when no one is watching. The Giga Chad MC represents the pinnacle
Vondi Gold, bro,
of power, confidence, and charisma in nearly all endeavors, embodied by characters like Anos Voldigode, Tatsuya Shiba, and
Tatsuya Shiba. Hey, Irregular Magic High School mentioned. All right, guys, I'm just gonna say it out here. Irregular Magic High School is good. People just need to, like, you know, erase the sister part from their minds. Like, don't take that too hard, you know. And then it's, you know, it's fine, right? Like, the action's great. I'll be honest though, the latest season, I didn't like the animation that much compared to like season 1 and 2, right? In terms of the fights, like, it was definitely underwhelming compared to season 1 and 2.
Three characters are arguably the strongest in the verse. They are all overly confident in their powers, but they can back it up. Every conflict they face, they can control with ease and precision. These characters typically have a strong sense of justice or personal code. While they may appear arrogant, they often show kindness to allies and respect to worthy opponents. Anos epitomizes the Giga Chad archetype well through his immense magical power and unwavering confidence. There was this one time where he was sieging a castle covered with an invincible magical barrier. Rather than dealing with the barrier, Bro decided to casually pick it up, spin the castle castle and the people
Yep.
inside it like a basketball, then yeet it to oblivion. And in his very first fight in the academy, he literally killed and resurrected a guy
Damn.
over and over for the fun of it, which at the time was a magical ability that nobody even knew was
That's
possible.
crazy,
While
man.
Misfit of Demon King Academy may not have the best
Love
storytelling,
Misfit.
Anos just carries the entire show.
True,
Literally. A
he
resilient
does.
main character is a protagonist who demonstrates exceptional
Guts.
mental and physical
Yep.
toughness, consistently overcoming seemingly insurmountable
Is this
obstacles
Dororo?
and
I haven't
trauma.
watched Dororo, but the song is peak.
Characters like Guts, Hanaki, and Yakimaru.
Ooh.
These characters typically
Tokyo
face
Ghoul?
overwhelming odds, physical and emotional pain, and repeated setbacks, yet continue to push forward. Guts shows a resilient MC,
Trains
with
the
his
character and
unbreakable
will, man.
and ability to survive unimaginable horrors shown in Berserk. He endured the eclipse, where he saw the betrayal of his best friend and massacre of his comrades. Despite
Yep.
the overwhelming odds against him, he endures. An opportunist main character is a protagonist who prioritizes their own
Kazuya.
benefit, taking advantage of situations and people around them. Kazuma is basically the perfect
Kazuma,
example
I mean,
of an
why did I say
opportunist
Kazuya?
MC because of his
Bro, I definitely need to get back to this anime,
constant
though.
scheming
Honestly,
and
bro.
willingness to exploit others for personal gain. Some specific examples include using his party members' abilities in unconventional ways to overcome challenges, manipulating the depth system to essentially enslave Aqua, taking advantage of Darkness's masochistic tendencies in combat situations, and most impressively, exploiting loopholes and technicalities in quests and social interactions. When Bro was
Lol.
tasked to purify an alligator-infested lake, Kazuma did it in a way no one expected. He shoved Aqua into a cage and just threw her in there.
The hothead
Yep.
MC is a protagonist known for their quick temper and impulsive actions. They often have a strong sense
Like
of justice
Edward
and personal
Elric.
code that fuels their emotional reactions. Take Edward Elric for example. His explosive reactions to being called short often leads to comical outbursts.
Yep.
Edward also likes rushing into dangerous situations without fully thinking of the consequences, simply driven by his determination to restore his brother's body. The down bad MC is a protagonist driven by
Ain't no way to be doing High School DxD, bro. What the fuck? I'll be honest. I have watched High School DxD. I think up to season. How many seasons are there? Season 4, I think, or 5. I don't know.
strong romantic or
been a
sexual
while.
desires, often leading to humorous acts and awkward situations. Issei from High School DxD shows this characteristic the most,
High
with
School
his goal of
DxD.
becoming the harem king, which drives many of his actions and decisions. Feel free to like and subscribe so we can continue to make
Alright.
more content like this.
All right, fire vid. Explained everything that needed to be explained. Definitely pretty interesting. Not gonna lie. Let me see, which one do I like the most, to be honest. Like, I really like Giga Chad and Antiheroes, definitely. Stupids are pretty good sometimes too, and Relatable is awesome. I think I like those three mainly. Those are like probably my 3 favorite. The least MC I like, definitely Hothead. I'm not gonna lie, I am not really a fan of Hothead. And Stupid. Let me think. I mean, I'm actually fine with Stupid. Like, I think it's just funny. Like Luffy, Goku. Yeah, it's just funny. I'm not gonna lie. Self Insert is definitely my least favorite, along with Hothead. I would definitely say. So yeah, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. Definitely a lot of interesting MC, different types. I'm pretty sure there should be more than this. I feel like I actually can't think of anything. But yeah, definitely a pretty interesting video. Loved that. Loved how it explained everything, pretty simply. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment down below, on your thoughts. Like, which one are your favorites? Which one do you hate? Definitely keen to know your thoughts. And I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.